guys, welcome back to Simply Stylish Modesty.
Hello guys, it's Kudzai of Simply Stylish in Modesty.
And today I have my brother, like I promised, and I wanted to ask him what was his initial reaction to coronavirus and life in the lockdown.
Hey guys, I'm so grateful to be on this channel. She asked me last minute. Didn't give
It was
me
like,
not
come
giving me a
now.
heads up, like give me a quick last minute, but I'm grateful to be on this channel. Like, she's doing big things. And yeah, I just want to give kind of like my input on what I've felt like coronavirus has, impacted not only my life, but has impacted the world just in general. So, Kazai's brother, I thought I'd jump on today, just, help her out with one of the good topics that we have today. I think it's a really interesting topic. Now, I'm 19 years of age, and, I'm into entrepreneurship, just to give a brief of myself. And, I'm someone who's, I would say I'm changing the game. I'm changing the game quite a bit. And, I've got my own YouTube channel as well that I'm running. I'm going to put the link down below. But, we want to talk about quarantine and how, it's been affecting us.
What was your first initial reaction when you heard like, oh my God, lockdown, coronavirus?
You see, my initial reaction was relief. From
Relief?
what? Because
You didn't
because if you think about it, like I was working 9 to 5. So I was working at a law firm doing accountancy 9 to 5, and it was getting to that point where I initially chose to not go to university because I was going to go and study accountancy and finance, but in my gap year I chose to work instead. So in that time I'd been working in my company for like 5 months, and it was getting to that point where I was starting to realize, and I had to be honest with myself, that this is not something I really want to do.
Your initial reaction,
So then,
like hearing
so then obviously I'm getting to it. As soon as lockdown hit, I was like, yo, this is good, because this gives me quite a bit of time away, and it gave me enough time to find alternatives. But my initial reaction as well, I wasn't really too phased, because I knew that time in lockdown was time for us to use, to take initiative and to
but
to
what
make
about
use
the
of
virus itself? Like,
see, that's the thing.
impact?
I never concerned myself with that. I never watched the
You
news.
didn't.
I never watched the news.
I think I was fine. I know I was definitely
Because
worried.
I knew one thing, like, me watching the news was not gonna stop the virus. Like, me watching the news was not gonna make the virus disappear.
But then at
anyways.
the same time, like when you look back, like January, like a lot of us we heard about it and we're just like,
I didn't take it seriously.
Like for me, because people kept sending memes and things. So for me, it was just like,
get better friends, my friend.
no,
You
but
need to
social
get some
media. No,
Oh,
it's
okay,
just
fair
social
enough,
media.
fair
I'm
enough.
not talking about
Yeah.
friends, but I mean, people kept posting memes. You see
All
memes
the
on
time,
newsfeed all the
literally.
time. So
Yeah.
you just felt like, oh, it's one of them things that are gonna come and pass us by.
Yeah.
But then it actually started to put its roots into people's lives. Like, yo,
And I think
people
it was very much fear driven.
You think
If
so?
you saw the way they were posting it on the news, it was very much fear driven. Every day you're finding out it went from 300 people who died, 60,000, and you're just sat there every single day without failure.
News
It got to a point where I was just like, you know
feeding
what?
our fears.
I'm not gonna watch news. And I remember one of my friends was actually saying to me, "Oh, how come you're not watching the news? You're being ignorant." I was like, "I'm not being ignorant, because first of all, I don't want to be just hearing negative things all the time. And second of all, anything that is important that I'm gonna find out, I know people like you watch the news every day. You're gonna come and tell me anyways. So I don't have to watch the news anyways." And then that's what I was saying to my
but
friends.
to be honest, a lot of people were anxious and worrying, you know. And as much as we can say, like, for you, like you're saying, it was relief being in the lockdown and doing what you were doing, a lot of people lost their families. A lot of people were not able to travel to bury their families. And for me, like, I think as much as, yes, we can say, oh yeah, we were doing this, we were chilling, we were doing that, a lot of people, like, it hit them, like,
See, that's the thing.
like,
I'm not being naive to the impact it had, because it was something which was very destructive.
Yeah.
Anything it touched, it was very destructive, and it did cause a lot of catastrophe for a lot of families.
Yeah.
I'm not naive to that. I know the implications of that virus, but I just said to myself, like, listen, if I'm gonna catch it, I'm gonna catch it. There's nothing I can put. No. But it's one of those. I was like, there's nothing I can do to stop that from happening.
No, but then
there's nothing anyone can do from stop that from happening. So why do I have to watch the news every day, listen to how many people have died? That's gonna put me on a bad mood. That's not gonna put me in a good mood.
I think for me, I was more like shielding myself, staying at home, wearing my mask. I tried to not go as many places. I was just at home doing my thing and stuff. But because the thing is, you never want to catch it, and you don't know what it's gonna do to you. Because you know, a lot of people, like, they got it and it was just bad. You know what I mean? It was really fatal for them. So I definitely was doing everything that I can possibly to make sure it does not even come close to me. You know what I mean? Or even come close to the people.
And that was in the initial.
You know what I mean?
That was in the initial, like, first 2 months of lockdown. I think after 2 months of lockdown, it gone past the level of seriousness people were taking it at. That's even when I started, like, going outdoors. Because the first 2 months of lockdown, I was literally at home, buried in the house. I was like, I'm not going out for anything. But
okay, what other things can you give people as tips to do? Because, you know, like right now, yes, we have been given a little bit of free leeway to do certain things, but it kind of looks like we're getting into the winter season, and you know, people are now being, for example, on Monday, people are going to be banned to meeting more than 30 people. So what things can people do at home, and you know, to occupy themselves with?
So this why I look at it as given two opportunities. The first opportunity came with the first lockdown.
Yeah.
Now, if you didn't do anything that was intuitive, or you didn't better position yourself in the economy, because people don't understand that what the recession we're going into is ridiculous. It was not free time. This was not free time. This was how do I call it? This was just time that needed to be used wisely. This was literally time, because you need to strategize in the new, because the economy's changed. Like, things are not going back to the way they were before. And if you didn't do anything in the first lockdown, this is a prime time to really, you need to be clued on. Now you need to be clued on. It's not enough to just say why the government doing this, why the government doing that, because stuff you be hearing, there's going to be food shortages, like if you don't, like, you won't be able to get jobs. Like, the amount of people I hate saying, I can't get a job. I'm like, listen, you think it's bad now, imagine what it's going to be like by the end of the year. So this is time to really become intuitive. You need to now adjust and be flexible in the new kind of economy that is, you know, that is about to take on what's called take strength now, because at the end of the day, everything is moving towards the digital side. We've seen it with Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. His public shares have gone up, quadrupled. Jeff Bezos, his income is doubled. That guy. And it's just like, we're all watching this, right?
Imagine we are not just watching, we are partakers. Because how many times have you bought stuff from Amazon? How many things have you every week you got a package from Amazon?
And you know what we really need to realize is we can't live our lives. I'm talking from an economic standpoint, like, you know, making money, making finances, sustaining yourself, sustaining your family. You can't live just above being a victim to what's happening, because if you are a victim of what's happening, guess what's going to happen? Like, you're not going to do anything, and afterwards you're going to be blaming everybody else apart from yourself. But then at that point it's too late, because now you can't get a job.
This is why I was saying in my other video, you need to be doing something. Whether that, you know, you are studying, because right now there's so many courses. Like, I would do a video on this. Like, there are so many courses that have gone down from £349 to £10 that you can study online, and to like, you know, to improve your skills. And also, like, you can start, you know, an online business, you know, because this is the time to do that. This is the
because time. You're never like, we thought you're never going to get this kind of time again, but clearly this is going to happen again. And now this is a second time coming. And if you didn't get it the first time, now you need to get it the second time. Because I think it's only going to take 2 times, and then from there we're really going to see the effects of everything that's been going on. Because right now people still haven't caught on yet. They still haven't made it register in their mind that things have changed. And if things have changed, I need to change.
You need to change. You need
because
to move with the
if
times.
things can change, right? If things can change so much in the space of 6 months and literally flip your whole world upside down, you need to be prepared.
Yeah.
You need to be prepared. It's not enough getting into the position and then figuring out what to do once you're already in the position. No, that's foolishness. Like, you need to prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Look at a football team. They don't just go on the field and just do whatever they feel like they need to do. They practice. They have practice every other day. They're practicing before they get onto the football pitch so they can deliver.
Yeah.
And for us, this is preseason. This is a preseason. This is a warm. Like, this was training.
Yeah.
For us to
But a lot
really
of people,
change
I
in this
feel
new
like
economy.
they really like just want to go back to the way things are, but like things
It's not gonna go
have
back to that.
changed.
It's
You know
changed
what
so
I mean?
much.
Even just going to a restaurant, like now, like it's so different. You know, even for kids, you know, some of them have gone back to school. Like now, there's only like 4 kids in a class or 10 kids in a classroom. They're no longer 30s and stuff. Obviously, that's changing, as you know, because right now it's more like a trial and error. The government is trying to see how it could work, it might not work, and stuff like that. But things have changed in the way everything has changed, and you're right. We have to move with the times. But Tatiana, thank you so much for coming on this live, coming on this YouTube channel, by the way, not live, but you know, just to share your initial reaction. Like, I really wanted to know what was your initial reaction to just, you know, what's happening, because we can't act like as if I know, you know, something is not happening here and stuff. And as young people, you know, I always try to think like, okay, so what are you doing? You know, just sitting at home and just watching Netflix and chill.
There's a time and a place for that. Because listen, I'll tell you one thing: the people who are sat at home just watching Netflix, just playing games, and if you're watching this, if you're one of those people, I'm talking it right to you. If you are one of those people, you need to fix up. You need to fix up quick, because if you don't do that, you're gonna be the people running around saying, "But why the government doing this? Why the government doing that?" When the time that you had to do something productive, you wasted it. What's Netflix gonna teach you? Nothing.
Nothing. Bro.
It's not gonna teach you anything at all. You need to be doing the called IPAs, income producing activities.
Yeah.
If you're not doing that, you're genuinely wasting your time.
Definitely. There's so many things to do. You know,
There's so
you
many
could be
things to
coding, you know, like there's so many
much
courses
stuff to
and
do,
videos
like,
on,
so much stuff
you know,
to do.
moving. Oh my goodness, this, like, we could do another video today, like a
Trust me.
1-hour video for what you could do with your time in the lockdown.
This was just like a
stuff.
general,
So
this was just, you know, like general conversation of, you know, my kind of thoughts on everything that was going on and what I personally felt about what was happening. But
yeah.
later on, we
could do another
definitely
one,
do
yeah.
another video of like how to actually practically begin to implement some of the things you should be implementing for you to put yourself ahead of everyone else. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. If the next person is not doing anything worthwhile, you don't have to follow that. You don't have to follow that same fate.
Yeah. Guys, we'll see you next on our next video. I'll do more videos with my brother, but besides that, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. What was your initial reaction, and what other things have you been doing at home in the lockdown? And if we go into another lockdown, what are you gonna be doing?
Yeah,
All right, guys, thank you. See you later. Bye.